The cameras were rolling, the atmosphere felt electric, and in a room filled with Hollywood's most powerful storytellers, one unexpected conversation suddenly reignited one of the biggest movie debates on the internet. During a candid moment at a glamorous industry gathering in Los Angeles, legendary producer Jerry Bruckheimer casually dropped updates that instantly sent fans into a frenzy. What began as a lighthearted interview quickly turned into something much bigger, a glimpse into the future of blockbuster cinema itself. And at the center of it all, a possible return to the world of pirates, adventure, and cinematic nostalgia, this time led by one of Hollywood's most powerful modern stars. As he spoke with entertainment journalist Michelle Turner, Bruckheimer reflected on a career that has shaped decades of pop culture. Despite producing some of the most iconic films ever made, he laughed in disbelief while realizing this was only his second Academy recognition. The irony wasn't lost on anyone in the room. Here was a producer responsible for massive cinematic eras, action spectacles, emotional dramas, and genre-defining franchises, yet still expressing genuine humility. That honesty set the tone for everything that followed. Instead of rehearsed studio answers, audiences witnessed a rare, unfiltered look into how Hollywood decisions really happen behind closed doors. The conversation naturally turned toward his latest success, the racing drama F1, a project already gaining attention for its emotional storytelling and immersive realism. Bruckheimer described the film not just as a sports movie, but as a redemption story, something audiences universally connect with. According to him, viewers don't just want speed or spectacle anymore. They want journeys that feel human. That emotional core, he explained, is what helped the film resonate deeply with audiences and awards voters alike. It's the same formula that transformed previous projects into cultural moments rather than simple box office hits. One of the most fascinating behind-the-scenes stories involved superstar Brad Pitt, who reportedly felt emotional when filming Wrapped. The actor had spent months pushing himself physically and mentally inside real racing vehicles, forming an unexpected bond with the adrenaline of the sport. Bruckheimer recalled how Pitt's final driving sequence in Abu Dhabi marked the end of a thrilling chapter. While the actor felt sadness stepping out of the car for the last time, the producer admitted he felt relief, knowing the star completed filming safely without accidents. That contrast captured the emotional complexity of filmmaking. For actors, it's the end of an experience. For producers, it's the successful survival of a risky creative journey. Moments like these reminded Bruckheimer of earlier productions, especially collaborations with Tom Cruise. He reflected on how emotionally difficult it was for casts to leave projects that demanded intense dedication. Films like Top Gun: Maverick created environments where actors didn't just perform, they lived the story. Cruise, known for pushing physical limits, reportedly never wanted the experience to end. The same emotional attachment existed decades earlier during the making of Days of Thunder, where high-speed action blurred the line between filmmaking and real danger. These stories weren't just nostalgic reflections, they revealed how passion fuels blockbuster storytelling. But then came the question that changed everything. Which franchise would audiences see first? Another Top Gun installment or a return to pirates sailing across cinematic seas? Bruckheimer smiled, calling it a horse race. Still, he admitted one project currently holds a slight lead, the long-anticipated continuation of the Top Gun saga, often referred to by fans as Top Gun 3. Scripts are already in development, signaling serious momentum. Yet even as he discussed fighter jets and aviation drama, the room's energy shifted towards something else entirely. The franchise fans have debated endlessly for years. That's when the producer addressed the future of Pirates of the Caribbean, a cinematic universe that defined an entire generation of adventure films. For years, speculation surrounded whether the franchise could continue without repeating the past. Rumors had circulated online suggesting a fresh storyline centered around a new character, possibly connected to the legendary pirate mythology audiences already love. Fans wondered if Hollywood would attempt a full reboot or craft a continuation blending old and new worlds together. Bruckheimer didn't reveal everything, but what he did confirm was enough to ignite headlines worldwide. He acknowledged conversations with Oscar-nominated actress Margot Robbie, praising her talent and charisma and hinting that fans were on the right road with their theories. That single phrase instantly fueled speculation that Robbie could become the new face of the franchise, not replacing its legacy, but expanding it. Known for commanding performances that balance strength, vulnerability, and humor, she represents exactly the kind of modern energy studios seek when reviving beloved properties. The internet had also speculated about a storyline involving the son of the iconic pirate captain Jack Sparrow. While Bruckheimer stopped short of confirming that plotline, his playful responses suggested that at least part of the rumor mill had uncovered genuine details. Hollywood insiders know this tactic well, revealing just enough truth to keep audiences guessing while protecting major surprises. And in an era driven by fan theories and online detectives, even partial confirmations can reshape expectations overnight. Of course, no discussion of pirates feels complete without mentioning Johnny Depp, whose portrayal helped transform the franchise into a global phenomenon. While Bruckheimer avoided direct confirmation about Depp's involvement, he acknowledged how compelling it would be to see familiar and new characters share the screen. That subtle acknowledgement alone sparked renewed debate about whether audiences might witness a reunion between legacy stars and a new generation of adventurers. For longtime fans, the possibility represents more than nostalgia, it's emotional closure after years of uncertainty surrounding the series. Behind the excitement lies a deeper industry strategy. Hollywood today faces a delicate balance between honoring nostalgia and attracting younger audiences who didn't grow up with earlier installments. Casting someone like Robbie signals a shift towards storytelling that blends classic adventure with modern perspectives. Studios increasingly understand that audiences crave evolution rather than repetition. By introducing fresh characters while preserving the spirit of the original films, producers hope to extend the franchise's lifespan without erasing its identity. Bruckheimer's comments also revealed how filmmaking decisions rarely happen overnight. Scripts must align with audience expectations, studio confidence, and creative vision. Even massive franchises can stall if the story doesn't feel emotionally authentic. According to insiders, the goal isn't simply to create another pirate movie, but to craft a narrative that feels meaningful in today's cinematic landscape. Adventure alone isn't enough anymore. Audiences expect emotional stakes, character depth, and cultural relevance. Meanwhile, anticipation continues building for upcoming award season celebrations, with the ceremony airing on ABC and drawing global attention to the evolving state of Hollywood storytelling. Events like these remind audiences how interconnected the industry truly is. Blockbuster franchises, prestige dramas, and experimental storytelling all competing for recognition on the same stage. For producers like Bruckheimer, awards acknowledgement isn't just about trophies, it's validation that large-scale entertainment can also carry emotional weight. Another fascinating aspect of the interview was Bruckheimer's reflection on collaboration. He spoke warmly about working alongside visionary director Joseph Kosinski, describing their partnership as creatively energizing. Their shared success highlights how modern filmmaking depends on trust between directors and producers who understand both artistic ambition and audience expectations. These collaborations often determine whether a film becomes merely successful or truly unforgettable. As the conversation drifted toward lighter topics, Bruckheimer reflected on the surreal experience of spanning among generations of filmmakers during industry celebrations. Despite decades of success, he admitted that moments of admiration still exist, even for someone responsible for shaping modern blockbuster culture. That humility resonated deeply, reinforcing the idea that filmmaking remains at its heart a collaborative dream shared by storytellers across generations. What makes this entire update so compelling is what it represents beyond a single movie announcement. The potential evolution of Pirates of the Caribbean symbolizes Hollywood's broader transformation. Audiences today are more vocal, more connected, and more invested in storytelling decisions than ever before. Fan theories influence conversations, online reactions shape marketing strategies, and casting choices become cultural discussions long before cameras begin rolling. If Margot Robbie ultimately steps into this world, the franchise could experience a creative rebirth, one that respects its swashbuckling roots while exploring new emotional territory. A new perspective could introduce themes of legacy, identity, and change, mirroring Hollywood itself as it navigates a rapidly evolving entertainment landscape. And if familiar faces return alongside fresh ones, audiences may witness a rare cinematic bridge between past and future. For now, Bruckheimer's update leaves fans suspended between certainty and mystery. Scripts are being written, conversations are happening, and creative pieces are slowly falling into place. Whether audiences see fighter jets soaring first or pirate ships returning to the horizon remains unclear. But one thing is undeniable. The excitement surrounding these projects proves that storytelling still has the power to unite generations of viewers. In the end, this wasn't just an interview update, it was a reminder of why audiences fall in love with movies in the first place. Behind every blockbuster headline lies a team of creators chasing emotion, risk, and imagination. And as Hollywood prepares for its next chapter, the promise of adventure, whether in the sky or on the sea, continues to capture hearts worldwide. The next era of cinematic storytelling may already be quietly taking shape, and if Bruckheimer's hints are any indication, audiences should prepare for a journey that blends nostalgia, reinvention, and star power in ways no one fully expects yet.